Exactly 1 year ago, I flew to Turkey to get a hair transplant, and I documented every single step before, after, and even during. In this video, I'm going to give a completely honest account of the process, from how much it cost to how much it hurt to how long it took to grow, month by month, including aftercare. You get to see it all. So if you're genuinely thinking of getting it done, this is the video for you. If you're new to the channel, I make food videos traveling all over the world, so if that's something that you might be interested in, hit the subscribe button for more. Let me start off by talking about why I made the decision to get this done. I don't think, as men, we discuss just how much an effect hair loss can have on our mental health. Some might be watching this thinking, oh, grow up. But honestly, when I started to go bald, my self-confidence dropped through the floor. Whenever I was talking to anyone new or even my mates, all I was thinking is, I bet they think I'm a right bald bastard. I'd find myself cringing at photos taken of me where my hair loss was really visible. It genuinely did knock me for six, and I didn't think that there was anything that I could do about it. I've always been terrified of needles or any sort of anesthetic. To be honest, I probably watched too many episodes of Casualty when I was a child, but for some reason it's a real issue. And I was drinking so much that any period of sobriety needed for the operation was an absolute no-go. I wouldn't even board a flight without having 4 to 6 pints in the airport lounge beforehand. I was destined to continue my descent into complete and utter baldness. Now let me just caveat that I'm speaking from an entirely personal lived experience, and I have a desperately fragile ego. Some blokes go bald and embrace it. They own it like a badge of pride. These men are much stronger men and much more self-assured than me. So yes, I know this is very much a me issue, but I'm trying to be as candid as possible just in case there's any men out there who are feeling exactly how I felt. Now, when I stopped drinking 18 months ago, a hair transplant became a possibility. All I'd need to do is face my fear of any sort of operation. I started doing my research. Was I too far gone? Did I still have enough follicles to save my rapidly retreating hairline? I found a clinic on Instagram with some great before and after content and requested a consultation. After a few texts and a FaceTime call to show them the situation on my head, they gave me some options. I read through it and got a serious case of the fuck it's and just booked it. I opted for the Sapphire package, which included a top-level surgeon as opposed to an expert, as well as a 5-star hotel. It was €3,500 altogether. That does not include flights, which I had to book as well, and Manchester to Istanbul was around about 165 quid. I paid a £500 deposit to lock it in for November the 5th. I waited for 3 long, hairless months to pass until the day finally arrived. I jumped aboard my Turkish Airlines flight and headed to Istanbul. Just landed in Turkey, Istanbul, and someone's going to pick me up from the airport, take me to the 5-star hotel apparently. So I'm just waiting for him now. Just landed, nice flight, just 3 about hours. And yeah, let's see how it goes. We were greeted at the airport by a bloke in a lovely car and driven straight to the hotel. It was an all-inclusive full of lads shuffling around gingerly with bandaged heads. This is our hotel room. This is where I will be recovering. Well, my head looks like Vincent Kompany's. We're gonna go get some food now because I am fucking starving. Brilliant. Nice one. Thank you. Whoa.
The steak looks amazing. And it was £20.
£20? Sarah's going to interview me about the process.
How are you feeling about tomorrow?
All right, mixed emotions, I think.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
What are you nervous about?
I'm nervous because I'm naturally just a very anxious person, aren't I?
Yes.
So, when I get tattoos, I get anxious. Like when I'm getting it done, it's a long process.
You haven't been tattooed in a long time.
Because I hate it. No, I think...
the pain, is that what you're scared about?
I'm more scared of like the reaction I'm going to have to like the drugs. You know, the anaesthetic they put in makes your heart go faster, and I'm funny about the heart, aren't I?
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Got like heart palpitations and stuff. I'm sure it will be fine.
Fainting wouldn't be a bad thing.
If I faint, yeah, at least I'll be...
you could be a fainter like me.
outgo for the procedure. I tell you what I am looking forward to, and the reason why I'm like fine with all that is because this is the alternative. This is the alternative.
Is that luscious mullet a lie?
It was no,
It's deceiving.
It was a little bit deceiving, but it's fallen out rapidly since then. My hair is rapidly falling out in decline. This is a hairline on the way out. It's seen enough. It has seen enough. That is it. So yeah, I would say I'm nervous but excited as well to have actual hair again. Oh, there was a guy in there before with fucking bandage on it. This is like a surgery hotel, so everyone's getting something done. I'll be me tomorrow night after a day of surgery. I'm excited actually. All eaten and stuffed, to be perfectly honest with you. And now I'm going to go to bed to try and get a load of sleep, because in the UK it is 6:30, but here it is 9:30. So ideally, want to be asleep before 10:30, up at 7, breakfast, picked up at 8. And we're going to sort this fucking bonnet out, aren't we? Night. So night, Sarah.
Good night, Sarah.
Oh, it is 7:30 in the morning. I'm up, just getting dressed, getting ready. Boss man messaged me. His name's A Up. Good morning, sir. I am driver. I will pick you up at 7:30. I said, was it not 8 a.m, mate? I've just woken up. He said, no problem. Pick me up at 8. So, I've got to get ready now. They told me to wear something with that I don't pull over my head, so like buttons or a zip. So I've gone with a brown zip up Uniqlo hoodie, which I'm going to put on now. Then I'm going to go down for breakfast. I'm feeling a little bit nervous today. Had a little mini freak out in the shower. We're here. I've got to do it now. I'm going to bring my AirPods, right? I don't know if they'll let me use them. Probably not, but it would be nice to listen to some tunes while I'm getting my head drilled to bits, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't need a hat, because I'm not going to be able to wear that afterwards. That's it. Right, let's get some breakfast. Some cereal, got some yogurt, got an omelette on the way. There was so much shit that I don't even know what it is. I kind of want to keep it fairly basic before surgery, you know what I mean? After breakfast, I got picked up by another car and driven straight to the clinic. And that is where it all started to feel very, very real. All my apprehension and anxiety about the operation was slowly making its way to centre stage, but the staff were well sound. They spoke fluent English and made me feel safe from the off. After a very brief wobble reading the disclaimer I had to sign that essentially said, in a long-winded legal way, that if I died, it was my fault. Regardless, I put pen to paper. I was lucky enough to have my incredible wife by my side. One thing I will say, if you're gonna do this, go with someone who can look after you. Not only for support, but it does get a bit hairy, for use of a better word, and that extra helping hand is absolutely vital. And we were a go. I had a blood test to make sure I didn't have any mad diseases, and I got a cannula put in my arm for the painkillers I'd be needing in a few hours' time. So just to clarify here, I just had a blood test, and Sarah's the one who's going to faint. Then I was taken through to meet the surgeon. He checked my donor area, which is what they call the area of the head that they extract the hairs from that will be put into the bald areas, to check how dense the hairs were and work out how many grafts I'd need. My hair was much thinner than they'd anticipated. So I need the maximum amount, of the grafts. So 4,500.
Bye-bye, Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, that still wasn't going to be enough. More on that later on. The surgeon drew on where he thought my new hairline should go and explained in graphic detail every aspect of the decision-making process. They got rid of the final remnants of hair that were there, ready for a fresh start. I was ready. it was time for the operation.
Going through. See you later. Alright, I'll take this now. See you in a bit.
The bit I feared the most was how my body would react to the anaesthetic. They don't put you to sleep, it's all local, and I've been with people where their heart starts racing dead fast as soon as it's administered before. Now, having a heart attack is literally my biggest fear, ever since watching Clark Kent's dad have one in the 90s New Adventures of Superman series. So I was absolutely shitting myself. But thankfully, I was fine. They gave me loads of little injections of anaesthetic directly into my head. It felt a little bit like being stapled with a staple gun again and again. A lot of people say that this part is the most painful, but because I was a special case, it got a bit worse for me. More on that in a bit. Once my head was numb, it was time to start taking the grafts from the donor area. For this part, I genuinely couldn't feel a thing. So much so that I drifted off to sleep.
A little 5-minute break. I've been sleeping, if you couldn't tell. I've got sleepy eyes. Thank you so much. My grafts are just on the table there, so I'll just show you what these look like for a second. It doesn't hurt at all. The anaesthetic was the only little bit, but they were little pinpricks, that's it. 3,000 grafts there, 4,500 I think, maybe more we're gonna take. For the second and third part, I'm allowed to actually be on my phone and have headphones in as well. So I've got my AirPods, gonna listen to some tunes, watch some stuff, and yeah, it's going well.
After a short food break, the surgeon came in with some bad news.
So they need more because I've got hardly any hair at all. So they're going to take some from my beard as well. So I'm going to have some more anaesthetic now and a bit of a shave. So next time you see me, I'll look weird. All right.
Despite them taking the maximum 4,500 grafts, they still didn't have enough hair to cover my epic baldness. Now, the anaesthetic injections under there were not fun at all. Easily the worst part of the operation. 7 out of 10 for pain, and the fact that it was an unexpected extra after hours of laying there when I thought we were about to move on to the last stage didn't help.
We are on the last part now. This next part is the last part. I'm going to put that hair in my head, and it takes 3.5 hours. So, yeah, overall, this is going to be almost a 10-hour procedure. Mine is extreme because I was very bald. Don't think it's usually this long, but listen, I'm keen, I'm down, I'm ready, my body is ready, my head is ready, my jaw is ridiculous, and here we go.
Finally, they had enough grafts to proceed. This bit was so weird. They injected saline into my head, so they weren't making incisions directly into my skull. So there's a little bit of room between the bone and the surface of your skin where the grafts can bed in. Now, I couldn't feel any pain, but what I could feel and hear was my head popping every time that he made a little incision. It's a really hard sensation to describe, but in a way, it was oddly satisfying. The next few hours were a slog. Sitting there just raw dogging that operation. No TV, no nothing. It was pretty bleak. If you're gonna get this done, bring an iPad to watch your favorite show. In hour 6, I started to feel really shit. Luckily, it coincided perfectly with the exact time they brought out the painkillers.
We have 1 more hour to go. Got painkillers here and some antibiotics, I think. That's nice. So I'm looking forward to this being done. I'm knackered, absolutely knackered now, but almost there.
From then on, I sort of floated through the rest of the operation. From start to finish, including the lunch break, I was in there for 10 hours. Much longer than anyone else I've ever spoken to who's had it done. So, in a way, this is what the worst case scenario looks like. And honestly, it wasn't even that bad. And I am a proper pussy.
Morning. It is 7:30 in the morning. Just woke up. Slept pretty well, to be honest with you. Slept with a pillow around my neck. Look at what's come off. What's come out of my head. It's a little bit of blood. A lot of that saline water which she said were completely normal. And then, yeah, it's not too swollen yet. Hurts a little bit, it's sore, but got some more paracetamol, so gonna have some of that. At some stage they're gonna message me, let me know what time I've got to go back in, and then they're gonna show me how to wash my hair. So until that point, I'm going back to bed.
The next day, I went to have my first wash and for them to check everything was all right with my big, stupid, swollen head. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. I feel better now that I've had a nice wash, the bandage is off. This is to stop the quell the swelling. I don't think it's going to stop it completely.
You feel foolish?
I know I look a bit mental.
You're not the only person in here to look like this, though.
No.
You certainly won't be the only person on the plane looking like this.
No, I think a lot of people... Listen, Istanbul is a surgery city, isn't it? You see most people in your hotel with their bandages on. And the reason is they invested a lot of money into medical care, private medical care. And it's cheaper than it is in the West, so that's why. The NHS could never.
I'm just heading into the car back to the hotel now. I've got my
Pack full of supplements.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. Be careful.
Yeah. At the hospital, the facility was fantastic. All my questions that I had were answered. They are super, super efficient. They send everything on WhatsApp. So I've got this, got like a little pack of like supplements and shampoos and other care for your hair that she explained to me, but she's also going to send it all via WhatsApp. And then I've got to send pictures of my hair to her got to send pictures of my hair every 2 days to her, I think. Listen, I can't recommend it enough, to be honest with you. I'm already starting to feel a bit better. Look at the state of that. Very red, but it's not too sore. As far as pain goes, it was absolutely fine. It's the endurance more than anything. Over 5,500 grafts for me. So that is a lot of hair to take out and then to put back in. Just about to go to bed. We are looking horrendous. Look how big my forehead is. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God, I've just taken my headband down. Oh my God. I look like I'm wearing a hat. Sarah, come and have a look at this.
Oh my God. You look more like Megamind. Oh my God.
Oh.
You actually look
It
like
really hurts to take this off, by the way.
You actually look like Megamind.
Does the back of my head look okay?
Okay, do you mean not swollen?
Yeah.
No, it's swollen.
Oh God. Is this going to go down? It will in the night, won't it? Oh my God, you're going to go down all the way across my face?
Hey, go down tonight, love.
Is it going to swell up all over my face? Now the swelling got worse and worse and worse. I can't see. When I laugh, I can't see. We're on day 5 here, and got a little bit of bruising around there. My eyes are a bit less puffy than they were yesterday. I can actually see, which is great. Feeling okay. Just a bit. Just want it to heal now. I want everything back in now. Life don't work like that, unfortunately. So I have to play the waiting game. Been exactly a week since I had my hair transplant, and swelling's completely gone down, which is fantastic. Still a bit scabby on the top there, which is fine. They come off, as I said yesterday, after 10 days. Feeling good, feeling fantastic. 7 days. Day 12 now. The scabs are coming off, and some of them are coming off with little bits of hair follicles in. According to the insert, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, if you look, I don't know if you can see that falling off. So it is slowly but surely shedding. which is a good thing. It is literally 3 weeks since I had it done, so it's all fallen out a little bit, and then we come back stronger. Right, it's all started to shed now, which is lovely. I look bald again, back to square one. This is a normal part of the process, I'm told. I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried that I've just spent £3,500 and it's fallen out. I am an incredibly impatient human being. So when the growth wasn't as fast as I'd hoped, I lost the motivation to do these daily updates, but I didn't stop making videos. Oh my God. It's happening. It's happening! It's happening! We're growing actual hair. Top. Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Right, so we are now 3 months in. 3 months, and this is the growth. So it's pretty slow, if I'm honest. But there is definitely progress being made here. On the top, it's still it looks pretty bald still, but after 6 months, it's going to look good. Promise you. Looking back now, it happened really slowly to begin with, but then all of a sudden, after about 5 months, I looked in the mirror and sort of realized I have hair now. Right, look at the state of this. This needs cutting. Now listen, this hair transplant is genuinely one of the best decisions I have ever made. Between that and getting sober, I've gone from a pit of depression, anxiety, and self-loathing to being able to get out of bed, feeling good about myself, gaining confidence, and having a newfound love for life. I'm not saying that the hair transplant is the sole reason for that, but it massively helped alongside a load of other variables. The team at MedOut still text me every month to check up on me, and they sent another care package when I ran out of shampoo. I can highly recommend them. A year later, and my hair is going from strength to strength. There's a link in the description below, and if you use that to book your consultation, then full transparency, I get a little bit of a finder's fee. So if enough of you do that, I might just get my money back for the barnet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has made it easier for you to make a decision either way. And if you have any questions, drop a comment and I will do my best to answer every single one of them as quickly and as honestly as I possibly can. Cheers.